Hi everyone, my name is Dante and this is my first YouTube video. So for today's video, I wanted to play with some fun and shiny colors. So I decided that I'm gonna take some inspo from the Starry Night famous painting and I'm gonna try and apply those colors, the whole shebang, and we'll see what happens. With that said, let's get right into it. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Pore Filler Pre-Makeup from the brand She. I'm just applying that all over my face. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. Now for concealer, I will be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium. Now for setting powder, I will be using the Muse Professional Skin Perfecting Loose Setting Powder. Now using the MAC Semi-Sweet x9 palette and a Morphe M158 brush, I'm going to fill in my brows. Mixing in these two shades right here are what I'm going to use to fill my brows. Now as you can see, my eyebrows are nice and filled in, but they're also kind of messy. So we are going to carve them out using my concealer and using a Morphe M124 brush. Okay, now that my eyebrows are nice and sharp, I'm going to be using a Morphe E4 brush and the Anastasia Contour Kit to add some color to my face. I'm going to be dipping into these two colors. Now to prep my eyes for some eyeshadow, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Lifting Concealer in the shade Fair. So now that my eyes are nice and prepped from some shadows, we are going to be using the James Charles X Morphe palette. As you can see, I've used it a lot, but using the Morphe M456 brush, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Spooky. Now using the shade, I'm going to be applying it onto my outer corner and moving it to my lid. Now using the Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Cola. And using this shade, I'm going to be smoking out that black. Now using a Morphe M441 brush, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Playground. Now using this shade, I'm going to be blending out Cola. Now using a Morphe M431 brush, I'm going to be dipping right back into the shade Spooky. Using this shade, I'm going to be applying it on my lower lash line. Now going back into the same brush I just used to apply Playground, I'm going to blend out the lower lash line. Now I want to apply some gold shimmer right in the middle, but to do that I'm going to be taking a MAC 249 brush and some concealer and just applying some concealer in the middle right here just so I can get that stickiness back for the gold. Now taking my Morphe M124 brush, I'm going to be using my Artistry palette and dipping into the shade Millions. And using this shade, I'm just going to apply right over where I put my concealer. Now to make the edges of my gold less harsh, I'm going to be taking back Spooky and just blending the edges in. Now going back with the James palette, I'm going to be using the MAC 195 brush and dipping into the shade Hello. Now using this shade, I'm going to apply it into my inner corner. Now that this eye is done, I'm going to go off camera, do my other eye, and we are going to move on to lashes. Alright, so this is both eyes done, and now we're going to go in with some lashes. These are from Vevi's Beauty in the style Modelo. And because I'm affiliated with Vevi's Beauty, you can go to her website and use code Dante's Glam at checkout for 20% off. So the eyelash glue I'll be using today is called Kiss. I'm also going to be using the Revlon mascara. Now the lashes are done, I'm going to be moving on to blush. I will be using the MAC 168 brush and dipping into my Tarte blush in the style Party. Now moving on to highlighter, I'm going to be using my Anastasia highlighter. So now for the lips, I'm going to be using two lipsticks. This one is from NYX, this one is from Jordana. And I'm going to be using this one for the outline and this one for the inside. Okay, so now that lips are done, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay setting spray and sealing everything in. Alright guys, this is the final look. I think it looks so pretty. I love how it came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and make sure to ring the little bell notification so you get to see anytime I post. Also, be sure to follow me on all of my social media, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!